Shabbat Shalom. First off, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakudash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the hopeful elect that are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. And to all my brothers out here preaching this truth to you, I say Shalom. This is Amatazar from the Chicago camp coming back at you again with another lesson entitled, It's a Righteous Thing to Curse Your Enemies in the Truth. So here you have in the Christian church, right? They tell you, you ain't supposed to curse your enemies. You supposed to leave that to the Lord. Okay? But they don't know the Lord. And that's a fact. Okay? There are many examples in the scriptures, all right, where the men of the Lord put curses, all right, on our enemies. All right. And those enemies sometimes were Israelites. The perfect example of that is King David. King David was a prophet, and King David cursed Israel. Okay. Let's take a look. Not just we'll look at a couple of King David's curses, right? Um, the heathen are natural enemies as well as wicked Israelites. This is Psalms 139. All right. So this is involving King David. All right. And that's anybody that hate the Lord. Psalms 139 and 19. Surely thou wilt slay the wicked, O power. Depart from me, therefore, ye bloody men, for they speak against thee wickedly, and thine enemies take thy name in vain. Do not I hate them, O Yahweh, that hate thee? And am not I grieved with those that rise up against thee? I hate them with a perfect hatred. I count them mine enemies. Search me, O power, and know my heart. Try me and know my thoughts, and see if there be any wicked way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting. All right, David, the man after the Lord's own heart, he says, I hate them with a perfect hatred. I count them my enemies. Who? All right, those anyone who hate the Lord. All right, this is Luke 19 and 27. All right, it says, but those my enemies which would not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me. All right, those are the words of Yahweh Shai. All right, if you don't want Yahweh Shai reigning over you, he'll just put an end to you. This is Second Thessalonians 1 and 6. It says, seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. Okay, so it's a righteous thing. The Lord is going um, to pay back. Okay, all those that have troubled us. Proverbs 11 and 1. It says, a false balance is abomination to Yahweh, but a just weight is his delight. Okay. All right. So he that have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity is going into captivity. This is Matthew 18 and 6. It says, but whoso shall offend one of these little ones which believe in me, it were better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck, and that he were drowned in the depth of the sea. Woe unto the world because of offenses, for it must needs be that offenses come, but woe to that man by whom the offenses come. So there are so many people who offend the men of the Lord unknowingly, okay? Because you don't think that we the men of the Lord, no way, all right? But you're going to find out, all right? So those offenses come. It's like my ex-wife. She didn't offended me so many times. She toast, okay? She's toast. The Lord gonna deal with her. Let's take a look at Jeremiah. All right. So Jeremiah, a prophet unto Israel. All right. Um, Judah, in fact. All right. This is Lamentations 3 and 60. It says, thou hast seen all their vengeance and all their imaginations against me. Thou hast heard their reproach, O Yahweh, and all their imaginations against me. The lips of those that rose up against me, and their device against me all the day. Behold, their sitting down and their rising up. I am their music. Render unto them a recompense, O Yahweh, according to the work of their hands. Give them sorrow of heart, thy curse unto them. Persecute and destroy them in anger from under the heavens of the Lord. All right. It says, his blood be on us and our children. All right. This is Matthew 27 and 15. It says, now at that feast the governor was wont to release unto the people a prisoner, whom they would. And they had then a notable prisoner called Barabbas. Therefore, when they were gathered together, Pilate said unto them, whom will ye that I release unto you, Barabbas or Yahushua, which is called Hamashiach? For he knew that for envy they had delivered him. When he was set down on the judgment seat, his wife sent unto him, saying, Have thou nothing to do with that just man? For I have suffered many things this day in a dream because of him. But the chief priests and elders persuaded the multitude that they should ask Barabbas and destroy Yahushua. The governor answered and said unto them, whither of the twain will ye that I release unto you? They said, Barabbas. Pilate saith unto them, what shall I do then with Yahushua, which is called a Mashiach? They all said unto him, let him be crucified. And the governor said, why? What evil hath he done? But they cried out the more, saying, let him be crucified. When Pilate saw that he could prevail nothing, but that rather a tumult was made, he took water and washed his hands before the multitude, saying, I am innocent of the blood of this just person. See ye to it. Then answered all the people and said, his blood be on us and on our children. Then released Barabbas unto them, and when he had scourged Yahushua, he delivered him to be crucified. All right, so there your history is right there. All right, you had your wicked Israelite conspire, all right, to get Yahushua put to death. They said, give us Barabbas. All right, so here you have the prophet King David who seen this. All right, he saw this, all right, because he was a prophet. That's why you have Psalm 69. So Psalm 69, here we go. Verse 16. Hear me, O Yahweh, for thy loving kindness is good. Turn unto me, according to the multitude of thy tender mercies. And hide not thy face from thy servant, for I am in trouble. Hear me speedily. Draw nigh unto my soul and redeem it. Deliver me because of mine enemies. Thou hast known my reproach and my shame and my dishonor. Mine adversaries are all before thee. Reproach have broken my heart, and I am full of heaviness. And I looked for some to take pity, but there was none, and for comforters, but I found none. They gave me also gall for my meat, and in my thirst they gave me vinegar to drink. Let their table become a snare before them, and that which should have been for their welfare, let it become a trap. Let their eyes be darkened, that they see not, and make their loins continually to shake. Pour out thine indignation upon them, and let thy wrathful anger take hold of them. Let their habitation be desolate, and let none dwell in their tents. For they persecute him whom thou hast smitten, and they talk to the grief of those whom thou hast wounded. Add iniquity unto their iniquity, and let them not come into thy righteousness. Let them be blotted out of the book of the living and not be written with the righteous. All right. So here you have King David seeing the the crucifixion of Yahushua, and he put these curses on the wicked Israelites. You see that in Isaiah 6 and 9. And he said, go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not, and see ye indeed, but perceive not. Make the heart of this people fat, and make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and convert and be healed. All right. So the Lord upheld King David's curse. All right. And you see it with Isaiah. Okay. Going forth. He's speaking it. All right. Echoing what King David said. This is Matthew 3:9. Listen to Yahushua. Who have ears to hear, let them hear. And the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parables? He answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. You see that? All right. So everybody ain't gonna get this truth. All right. Romans 11:7. We cover that so many times. All right. The election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. All right. These wicked Israelites have to get their judgment. Okay, they're part of that lot that's going to get that judgment. All right, so they're going to come back every generation, and they're going to be in idolatry. Okay, they're going to be in apostasy. Okay, just like Genesis. They're going to always be in apostasy. They're going to always be in idolatry. Okay, all right. And in closing, this is 2 Corinthians 4:3. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, in whom the God of this world, all right, which is Esau, Edom, in whom the God of this world have blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Hamashiach, who is the image of the Most High, should shine unto them. All right. So it is a righteous thing, all right, to put curses on your enemies, all right, and daily, okay, daily, all right. Every time I see, um, every time I look in the sky, all right, and I see them uh, with the planes, shooting that crap all over the skies. That's curses. Every time I hit a pothole, that's curses. Every time a commercial come on, if I'm watching something, which I rarely do, but every time them commercials come on, that's curses. Curses on all. Every time I get cut off in traffic by Esau, Edom, or any one of these heathen, that's curses. Curses, curses, curses. We're gonna keep it going. All right. I pray that this lesson has been edifying. Until the next one, Shalom.